Hi there, I'm Lavellan and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition episode 12. Okay, so we have completely spoken to Seylis. I think we've completed Varric's dialogue as well. So yeah, let's just quickly get into the Chantry. We want to get back to the war table so we can send more people out. And then I'll have a look around and see who else I can speak to. Yeah, why not? Okay. So, what do we have? Sereux. My agents have infiltrated Sereux. If there's anything to hear, they will hear of it. Lavellan. Okay, 65 gold. Good. Fantastic. And the Chantry remains? My diplomatic efforts were successful. Many clerics are appreciative of our help. Those who despaired that others listened to only the loudest and most divisive voices. While the Chantry is a political ally for the moment, I should caution that there are clerics who believe this was a ploy to control the divine election. We've not heard the last from them. Josephine. But we got 30 influence, so it's okay. Alright. And in Ferelden, what was Cullen doing? Red Jenny's. Okay. We've received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tented his fingers and sneered, of course. Quite disturbing. Jar of bees grenade recipe. Sweet. Okay. Well, what can we do then? Let's get back over to Ole, because I want to finish this side first, because there's not as much here. So, there's a strange chalk markings and truth or dare. In fact, we've got Red Jenny as well. In fact, let's do this one first, because I know this one's going to be for Josephine, isn't it? Yeah. We wanted Josephine to do this one, so she can do that.
Let us begin.
So, let's do the strange chalk markings. Excerpts from Rector's reports. Do you know this sign? A triangle pointing down, two wavy lines through it. A lookout spotted it in chalk on a ruined wall close to one of our outposts. A cursory inquiry into the symbol has revealed nothing. Archivists are still looking. Argent thinks she saw the symbol, or something very like it, scrawled in a ledger that belonged to the Comtesse de Bayard. A sweep was done, as you ordered. Almost every outpost of ours has been marked in this manner. Many believe we are being watched. To what end, we do not know. What about a decoy outpost, set up near a trade route and watched carefully? If someone decides to take out their piece of chalk, we'll have them. Okay, I like that, and you are the only one who can do something here. I could follow up on Argent's lead. The Comtesse de Bayard is reclusive and has remained steadfastly neutral in all matters, but I'm certain I could find some way to gain her cooperation. Ooh. Maybe I should send Josephine on this one. Maybe. I don't mind Lavellan doing it. Yeah, sure. Let's just let Lavellan do that one.
Let's see what we have.
So, truth or dare? Josephine. Okay, of course. Never mind. Well, never mind. Never mind. Okay, Cullen, let's get back over to Ferelden and see if there's anything else you can do. Rescue soldiers missing in Ferelden. Maybe. Or scout the Storm Coast. Those two are done. Let's look at the Cult of Andraste. What do we have here? Before the Fifth Blight and the arrival of the hero of Ferelden, Haven was occupied by cultists who worshipped a dragon, when they believed to be Andraste reborn. Both the cultists and their dragon were long gone by the time the Chantry arrived to build the Temple of Sacred Ashes. But there may still be undiscovered passages in the mountains containing their relics. With a concerted search effort, it might be possible to unearth something useful to the Inquisition. Build? They didn't build the Temple of Sacred Ashes. It was already there, wasn't it? That's where Andraste's Sacred Ashes were held. Okay. Or are they saying they built on top of it? Maybe? Maybe they built on top of the temple to make it look more grand. Maybe. This is a task best left to a few select agents knowledgeable regarding dangerous magic. I've just someone's in mind. Okay. I'm leery of what we might find in these passages, but we have enough soldiers for a search. They'll simply need to be careful. Oh. I'm liking Leliana for this more than I'm liking Cullen. Sure, we have lots of people, doesn't mean we need to be, careless with them. And Josephine isn't participating. And she can't anyway. I'll probably leave that to Leliana. Okay, Cullen, what can you do? Gather coin. Just gather coin, Cullen.
To work?
Absolutely. Okay, so... I don't want to scout the Storm Coast or rescue soldiers just yet. I have other things to do. But at least we've got them working on those. Okay, so let's go and see if Josephine has anything to say. We might as well.
Mistress Lavellan, do you have a moment?
Did you need something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly, Herald, for being an elf.
Nothing I can't handle, not that I've noticed, or why. I mean, Thren did think I was a servant. And I'm pretty sure I've been told to grab a mop and bucket or something at some point. But, people haven't been treating me unkindly for being an elf, no. Which is odd, considering how the society is. Like, there's supposed to be extreme racism from humans towards any other race, especially elves and Kunari. But you don't really see that. Because the game is geared towards a human player character. But I mean, Origins was the same. Outside of a few select instances, like this one, your race just didn't matter. They just reacted like you were human like them. Which is a shame, because that could have been a huge step in difficulty. I mean, can you imagine? If you wanted to play on easy, you play as a human. If you wanted to get slightly more difficult, then you play as a dwarf. And even more difficult, then you play as an elf or a Kunari. That would be so cool. From a roleplay perspective, obviously, I'm not saying racism is cool, but in this setting, with the world's religion being front and centre, the very racist religion, it would be cool if your race had some sort of effect on the people around you in the organisation. And maybe you can change that over time as you get more competent and more powerful and people like you more. You know, give the approval system something to do. Give the influence system something to do, with different influence values required for certain war table interactions depending on your race, you know. I mean, the most racism that you ever face comes from Serra, which is very weird. I just think they could have done a lot more with it. They have the systems in place, use them. But anyway, not that I've noticed.
If they have, they've been stealthy.
Good. Please let me know if that changes. If we're to convince the world that Andraste's herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn of you.
Okay, let's investigate that. Wild Dalish elves. What kind of stories?
How have the rumors gotten worse?
I would prefer not to repeat them.
Give me something.
Stealing children, selling peasants to slavers, burning down villages, using infants for blood magic. Those are the stories about your fellow Dalish. I won't repeat what they've said about you.
Well. Don't they care that I'm a mage? Yeah. Surely that would be a point of contention as well.
Isn't the magic just as much a problem as my ears?
It depends which way the wind is blowing. Magic is meant to serve man, the chant teaches. Close the breach, and we can claim that is why Andraste chose you. Hopefully it will be enough to replace this gossip about the Dalish.
Well, that's just pandering to their biases, really. Oh, it was because magic serves man. No. No, it isn't. Those stories are dangerous. Those stories are nonsense. Oh, that's not my concern. I mean, it's not my concern. The stories are dangerous, but they've always been dangerous. Obviously, they're nonsense. I don't need to change how I do things just because humans are starting to get testy. They've always done so. Nothing I do will change that, really. Unless we become the Inquisitor.
I'm not interested in the nonsense humans spout. Ever since I was a child, I've heard terrible stories about the Dalish.
We should still curtail the slander, Herald. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
Okay. Not so different from humans. No, we are different from humans. It's very different, and I don't want to downplay that. That's not for outsiders. Ooh. I quite like that one, actually. Through hard work? Yes, also good. I was happiest in the forest. Yeah, pretty good. Poorly, I always wanted more. No, our way of life was... It was good. It was how we wanted it. We're living free, even if it's a hard life. So I don't want to sound like I'm dissatisfied with how our life was. Absolutely not. But I do want to impress upon her that it's hard, so yeah. Hard work.
Getting up before dawn to fish, constantly mending wagons and tents, spending days on the hunt. I still can't believe city dwellers have food delivered straight to their doorsteps.
Really? I never considered it extraordinary.
Of course you
Haven
didn't.
is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
Oh. I'd miss... No, definitely not. I kept to myself. No, not really. Very much so. Yeah. I don't think about it, or it's time I made my own name. No. We miss our clan terribly.
All my friends are there. Before I came to the Conclave, the clan was my whole world. I'd like to see them after everything is done.
I hope you get the chance. Whether you're with
bet
them
I
or
do.
not, being the clan of the Herald of Andraste will mark them in history.
That's not good. They won't want a herald. Yeah, I worry about that. I do worry about that. About time elves were noticed. No. Elves don't need to be noticed by the Chantry. That's a bad thing. Oh, they would be jealous. No, absolutely not. No, I worry. Definitely, I worry.
Elves and fame tend to go poorly together. I hope my clan doesn't suffer for it.
We can make inquiries as to how they fare if it worries you.
It
Perhaps
absolutely
the
does.
Inquisition could lend a hand.
Sounds good. I would like it if you could lend a hand to my clan. I don't want bad things to happen to them. Do we have any research to turn in?
If you find
No.
anything, please bring it in.
Minerve, do you have anything else to say?
You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
Good. I think I've already asked all these, haven't I? Yeah, I think I have. Never
I'll
mind,
speak with you
Minerve.
later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
I wish they'd leave it. Once you've spoken to someone and you've exhausted the dialogue, just leave it. I don't need to speak to her again. But I suppose they only do that so that you can refresh your memory about them later. let's try and get some more from Josephine.
Good day to you.
Yeah, okay. Sure, anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Okay, so what allies do we have?
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Ah, okay. What about our mages? So, Seylis, what do you think of him?
What's your impression of Seylis?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our Elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
He certainly does, yeah. So, what about Vivienne then?
What do you think of Vivienne?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally.
Right, okay. So our roguish friends? What do you think about Sarah?
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
I'm sure. And Varric?
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
Don't tell me. Spoilers, Josephine. Honestly. And what about our warriors? Tell me about Cassandra.
I was thinking of Cassandra.
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Nevarra, although that barely seems important to her. She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal relations. Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
That she is. And she's withholding connections, is she? For shame. So what about Cullen, then, I guess?
Commander Cullen came to mind.
Don't see
The
why.
commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our standing army. Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
Interesting. Okay, so Cullen counts as one of our warriors, but Leliana didn't count as one of our rogues. Is it only because you can romance Cullen? Probably. Okay. Well, never mind.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Yeah. Okay. So, you had something else to say. Let's just get into anything
What
to
do
report.
the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies.
How
We
are our
must aim
guests?
for
Let's go
more.
for that.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Sir Griffith of Denerim, a most distinguished knight of the realm. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons, chased down abominations. Just don't ask him about it over dinner. He spares no detail.
Well, I'm sure we've eviscerated enough people and creatures to not care about that whilst eating.
Greetings.
Okay. Tell me a bit about yourself. Yeah.
What did you do before coming here?
I had the great honor of serving Antiva's crown as ambassador to Orlais. I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montilier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
So, you're doing this to extend Antiva's reach.
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Current. Strange. Okay, will we have other causes? Yeah.
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
Okay. So, what does your family do exactly?
What business are the Montiliers in exactly?
We began as merchants. My ancestors founded the first trade routes to Rivain. We once sent entire fleets across the Waking Sea.
Once. Yeah, so you don't do that anymore.
But not anymore.
No. These days, our vessels are a touch more modest.
A touch. Okay. So, do you believe I'm holy?
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed were so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Right, that's unfortunate.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, never mind. We're going to be driven away by that talk, I think. So let's go downstairs. Why not? We might as well finally check out the dungeon. It's been a while since we've been down here. Since we were in chains, actually. So why not? Hey, and we've got things to read. Awesome. Chantry hierarchy. The Divine is the titular head of the Chantry, although since the schism split the Imperial Chantry into its own faction, there are now in fact 2 Divines at any one time. One Divine, informally called the White Divine, is a woman housed in the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. The other, known as the Black Divine, is a man housed in the Argent Spire in Minrathous. Neither divine recognizes the existence of the other, and the informal names are considered sacrilegious. No matter the gender, a divine is addressed as Most Holy or Your Perfection. Beneath the rank of divine is the Grand Cleric. Each Grand Cleric presides over numerous chantries and represents the highest religious authority for their religion. They travel to Val Royeaux when the College of Clerics convenes, but otherwise remain where they are assigned. All Grand Clerics are addressed as Your Grace. Beneath the Grand Cleric is the Mother, or in the Imperial Chantry, the Father. If a mother is in charge of a particular chantry, Revered is appended to her title. These are the priests responsible for administering to the spiritual well-being of their flock. A mother or revered mother is addressed as Your Reverence. Brothers and sisters form the rank and file of the chantry and consist of 3 main groups: affirmed, initiates, and clerics. Affirmed are the lay brethren of the chantry, those regular folk who have turned to the chantry for succour. Often they are people who have led a difficult or irreligious life and have chosen to go into seclusion, or even orphans and similar unfortunates who are raised into chantry life. The affirmed take care of the chantry and are in turn afforded a life of quiet contemplation, no questions asked. Only those folk who take vows become initiates. These are men and women in training, whether in academic knowledge or the martial skills of a warrior. All initiates receive an academic education, although only those who seek to become Templars learn how to fight in addition. Clerics are the true academics of the chantry, those men and women who have dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge. They are often found in chantry archives, sages presiding over libraries of books and arcane knowledge. The most senior of these clerics placed in charge of such archives are given the title Elder, although such a rank is still beneath that of a mother. All other brothers and sisters are addressed simply by noting their title before their name, such as Brother Genitive. From a guide for ambassadors from Rivain. Well. And let's loot. So what do we have? Aggressive bow and a double-bearded axe schematic. Sweet. Founding of the chantry. Okay. Cordelius Draken, king of the city-state of Orlais, was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year -15 Ancient, the young king began construction of a great temple dedicated to the Maker, and declared by its completion he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought Andrastian belief to the world. In -3 Ancient, the temple was completed. There in its heart, Draken knelt before the eternal flame of Andraste and was crowned ruler of the Empire of Orlais. His first act as emperor, to declare the chantry as the established Andrastian religion of the empire. It took 3 years and several hundred votes before Olesa of Monsemar was elected to lead the new chantry. Upon her coronation as divine, she took the name Justinia in honor of the disciple who recorded Andraste's songs. In that moment, the ancient era ended and the divine age began. From Ferelden Folklore and History by Sister Bertrine, Chantry Scholar. Sweet. Well, nice for the chantry. We can't get in there, unfortunately. In fact, what am I going to be able to do to get into there? I'll have to... Oh, wait. No, I think I have to get Sarah to do that, don't I? I think I have to get Sarah to do that. Okay. And here it is. This is where we were knelt in chains. Lovely. Let's light this. Sweet. Okay. Lots of pillories. Okay. Cells that we can't open. Not yet. And a loot. And a chest. Kunari battle axe. Sweet. Okay. Well. That's quite a few cells. It's quite a few cells. Is that a double cell? It is. Oh dear. Well. Luckily these haven't been used in a very long time. And I wasn't thrown into one of them. Although I can't say that was lucky considering we were knelt here with lots of swords pointed at us. That's kind of terrifying. And there's nothing over here. No. Okay. Well, let's get out of here as fast as possible. Before they decide that they've made a mistake and we need to be put away again. Alright then. So I don't want to speak to Vivienne just yet. I should speak to Leliana.
I heard the
Let's
Templars
do
have
this.
withdrawn.
Oh,
Seems odd. I can see them breaking the Chantry's chain, but not running from the fight.
What do you know of the Templars?
Where do you think they
Indeed.
get their lyrium?
ah, okay. So this guy's been supplying the Templars, is that it? Or is he just meaning in general? It's dwarven knowledge, because the dwarves supply the lyrium. Who knows? Liliana, let's speak.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing?
You speak for Andraste,
Well.
no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I can't speak for Andraste, of course not. I'm as confused as you are. How bad things happen. I can't speak for Andraste, but that... I don't think that's going to be me saying I'm not the Herald. I think that's just going to be, I don't know the Maker's plan or something like that, and I don't want it to sound like I'm, well, part of the Maker's religion. So... I'm as confused as you? No, not really. Let's just go with bad things happen.
Awful things happen every day. Get used to it.
Get used to being a pawn? To be discarded when the Maker's done with you? The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
People die every day. I'm sorry. But yes, She wasn't special in that. Not really. Lots of other people died at the Conclave as well. Your god can't stop people from dying.
People are killed all the time.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Okay. Let me help you. No, I don't think so. Why are you telling me this? Oh, these are your problems. She seems broken, but we're confused why she's unloading all of this on us, considering this isn't even our religion. And she knows that. She knows that. We're Dalish. Why tell me?
I'm not really the best person to talk to. Doesn't the Chantry have people for this?
So I should let a priest comfort me? No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Yeah, okay. She should let a priest comfort her, so she was expecting me to comfort her then. Oh,
So
oh
it's
dear.
true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports.
Oh, it's unfortunate that this happens on the heels of that other event, but fine, let's get into it.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Okay. And here it is, the big decision. I'm pretty sure that this decision completely informs how Liliana will turn out. You can't change it. You cannot change it later. So if I decide that the traitors deserve to die or just remain silent, Liliana will be hardened and there's nothing I can do about it later. I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I'm wrong and I can change it later, but I'm pretty sure if you want her softened, you have to have her spare butler. It's crazy that this happens so early. Absolutely crazy. Especially since your Inquisitor is you're still fleshing them out at this point, aren't you? Oh. Well, to a Dalish, traitors are Lavellan, aren't they? Lavellan are exiled. They're exiled from the clans. Like Merrill was basically exiled from her clan and they were only going to kill her and Hawk as well and anyone in their party when she came back and killed the Keeper. And that was after years of her being considered a traitor. The rest of the clan were terrified of her because of her blood magic, and they still didn't want to kill her until that moment when the Keeper died. So the fact that the Dalish exile their Haralans is what we need to focus on right now. We might have had Vivienne kill that Marquis, but that wasn't because he was a traitor. It was because he was insulting us to our face. He was being everything that a Dalish expects in the worst way from a human noble, particularly an Elysian noble. That was far more personal, whereas this traitor, it might be personal to Liliana, but it's not personal to us, so we can have a more objective view on it. I just don't want you to think that Seylis is going to be killing everybody willy-nilly. That was one of the few times that we're actually going to be doing that, making a decision that ends someone's life like that. We'd prefer to make people useful, or at least get as much use out of people as possible. I think that's more in line with how the Dalish would conduct themselves. We are quite vengeful, but she's not that person. So we need to not choose that option. So we won't.
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
I do. It's not that killing isn't the answer. It's that we should get answers from this guy. Why did he betray you? Is he the only one? What has he told people? We need to get information from him, then you do what you want with him. Yeah. I don't want it to be too soft in this case. I mean, she doesn't like where she is. But she also doesn't want to encourage the humans around her to be murderers. But what about Vivienne? Well, that was different. That was different. That was all there. And that was Vivienne's decision. That was all Vivienne's decision. And she can rest well with that knowledge. Even if it's not quite as clear-cut as that. But yeah, it's a waste to just kill him. We need answers from him first. We're not soft. We just don't want pointless death.
If he has knowledge, then he's a resource. Use him.
He's a loose end who could escape and get word to our enemies. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Okay. Ideals are crucial. No, you should like what you do. No, find a better way. Find a better way, Liliana. I certainly don't want to be an idealistic person. And that's just weird. So let's go for number 3.
I expected better from the Inquisition's spy master.
Oof, yeah, there we go.
You've made that point clear.
Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives.
Yeah.
Now if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Okay. Okay. Seylis is... Right now, she's not in a good place. She's angry that she's in this situation to begin with, that everything went so wrong, that they blamed her for it, and that they changed their tune so quickly, that she seems unreasonable by being angry about that. She's afraid that they could turn on her at any moment. This mark was killing her. Now it's stopped doing that, but it's still there, and could start again at any time. We don't know. She wants to go home, but they won't let her. So yeah, she's lashing out. She's being uncooperative. But she's not a bad person. Okay, I mean, Seylis' change is coming when she starts to really relax and like the people here. But that won't be until after we've dealt with the mages. When, well, the near-death experience, when she actually decides to give her life for these people. That'll be when her opinions and demeanour changes into something more favourable. She'll be a lot nicer then. But that'll be her decision. I kind of think I should speak to Sarah right now. Let's see if we can get her to unlock the stuff in the dungeons.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, we can just kick her out. That's not very good. Tell me about your background, or investigate. Let's just investigate. What have we got? Any opinions on our allies or thoughts on the Inquisition? What do you think of this place first? Yeah.
Is the Inquisition what you thought it would be?
Calling an Inquisition is a bit much, isn't it? Does not even know what they're chasing. Fair question for me as well, I suppose. Everybody following a rumour. At least I'm used to that.
Okay, and opinions on our allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things, the ones who give orders?
Okay, okay. Cassandra, what do you think of her? You've met
Thoughts
her.
about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
Okay. Solus.
What about Seylis?
Seylis? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and Varric.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
True, okay. And Vivienne.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
And my advisors.
What do you think about our spymaster, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
Nice hair, yeah.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Okay, trying to connect to Sarah. Well, it's probably not going to be as easy as that now, is it? Let's see if Solus has anything, then we'll check out Varric as well.
Giving those people some real help.
It's almost as if Mother Giselle brought the troops out there by going herself.
The soldiers are more useful against the bandits who are preying on the refugees.
Right, we still need to work on the bandits out there. Okay. Solus.
Greetings.
Nothing from you. Good.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay. Actually, Adan. Let's get in here. Do we have anything from you?
If you're not,
You're back. And in one piece.
No, I think we've done everything for him, haven't we?
Farewell.
Okay. Well, let's equip some potions. We have jars of bees now. So... Sarah. Yeah, you should have a jar of bees. And that takes blood lotus. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vivienne should just have a lyrium potion. And that takes elf fruit. Oh gosh, we've got a lot of elf fruit. Well, good. Cassandra. Regeneration potion. Sure, why not? No, see, lyrium potion would probably be a better idea. Why not? Let's just fill those up. And Solus, also lyrium potion. We need them. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Perhaps
Good.
another time.
And do we have anything to upgrade? Healing potions. We can upgrade a healing potion, so let's do that. What do we need there? Embrium and Prophet's Laurel. That's going to be a while. We can increase the duration. Sweet. And increasing healing of regeneration potions. Can't do anything else. And lyrium potions. No black lotus, unfortunately. Nah, can't do anything for lyrium. Okay. Tonics, then. Rock armor. Can we do anything? Yes, we can. Okay, duration. And potency. Although we don't have anyone with rock armor potions just yet. Tonics, sorry. And grenades. And even fire. Can we? No. Not at all. Alright, jar of bees. No. No. Alright then. Well, at least we got a couple of upgrades there. Now, let's head on to Varric. which we should also have completed all of his
Listen, I'm not saying that the Chantry doesn't
dialogue.
do good work. But there's more to life than singing and praying. You used to feel that way too.
How I feel has nothing to do with what must be done right now.
Guys, just get along. Just get along. Varric.
Need something?
I think I've asked about all of this, haven't I? Let's ask about Hawk again.
I read your tale of the champion.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
No, okay, we've done all of
Carry
that.
on.
Well, good. If that's all done, then that is fantastic. No, I don't think we need to talk to Cassandra, so let's quickly get to the armourer.
So if we get better horses, you think that'll make a difference?
Master Dennett's horses in the hinterlands are faster and stronger than anything we've got here. A good horse can make all the difference. The mare I grew up with saved my life. She died when the demons attacked.
I'm sorry.
Feels silly to mourn a horse, with all the people we've lit pyres for.
Well, like you said, a good horse can make all the difference.
Yeah. Although that's not horse, that's a heart that you're looking at, guys.
Smithing is hot work. Here, have something to drink.
Yeah, Harriet, have something to drink. Let's modify our armours and weapons. I don't think you have anything. Can we take all of that out of the Wrath of Love? Yes, okay. And we'll stick it into the Fade Walker. Okay, so that should be better than the Wrath of Levias. It's just better.
Right.
Okay, and the Wrath of Levias can be moved to valuables. The Fade Walker staff needs to go to Seylis. Or does it, actually? That's pretty much the same, isn't it? Let's just give it to him. Yeah, and then we'll swap out the grip and stuff. There we go. Much better. Much better. And Vivienne, what do you have? Just a Disciple Ice Staff. Probably going to have to give her one of these then. But first, Sarah, you're a bow person, aren't you? Is she? Apparently she's not. She doesn't have anything equipped. Weird. Okay. Sarah's not got anything equipped. Ah, okay. She's not spec'd at all. Good. So I don't need to make her a bow person. Although bows are her thing. We have Varric for that. I'd much rather she was a dagger person. Let's give her some twin fangs. Regain stamina with every kill. Awesome. And a sneak attack. Sweet. Let's give her a flank attack. And bloodied prey. Sweet. Okay. Sure. You can have that one as well. Okay. And let's give you stealth. You can definitely stealth. Evasion. And easy to miss. Sure. That's a lot of passives for her, but it's worth it. Okay. Sarah can have that then. She can have a Masterwork Stiletto. And Vivienne can have the Keeper Ice Staff, of course, because I've put the Wrath of Levias into valuables. Okay. You know what? That works. That works with her outfit. Looks fantastic. Sarah would be medium, but we don't have any. Vivienne would be light. Well, Seylis first. Let's give him that coat. Because that's who we bought it for. Looks like Vivienne is going to be using My Fade Walker apprentice coat. Oh yes. I love the texture for Samite. It just looks so cool. Alright then. And helmets. You already have a helmet, and the other thing that we have is Vitar, which no one but Bull can use. Varric's Amulet of Power. Yeah, okay. And then you can have Willpower. Cassandra can have the Strength. We'll give the Life Ward to someone else, I suppose. Let's give it to Sarah. Why not? You can have a Grenades belt. You're gonna love that. Critical Chance, sure. And Staggering, why not? Vivienne. Ice Mine. Fire Resistance, why not? That's fine. So, I could remove the sleeves from the armour that I've given to Vivienne now, but I'm not going to, because if I do, then this puffiness will disappear. So Seylis is going to be without armour in her arm slots. But that's fine. That's fine. I don't need it there. We are on easy mode, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, and let's get into Cullen.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
Okay.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
What? Being considered a murderer? A mass murderer? I'm glad I'm here. I like to stand out, or it wasn't my choice. Definitely wasn't my choice.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Reports? Paperwork. Oh, the old enemy. I believe the mark will help. Everything's a mess. You trust in the Inquisition. Everything is a mess. I'm interested in whether he trusts the Inquisition, though. Why, as well? Why does he trust the Inquisition? If he no longer wants to be a Templar, why join the Inquisition when the Inquisition became Templars?
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Okay. No. I don't mind. You've thought this through, or no, not really. No, I didn't, but I did ask for his opinion, so you've thought this through.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Yeah, okay. Well, good to know. Okay. And I think that'll probably be it then for around here. Yeah, I mean, personally, I would love to change this out for a shorter coat. I do vastly prefer when it ends there. But never mind. I'm really quite liking this jumper. I was a little bit worried at first that it was too un-Dalish, but I think just this detail and the fact that it's kind of slashed. In fact, let's take the coat off so you can see. The slash looks like it's ill-fitting. And I like that a bit more. Kind of like a... We needed to get something warmer, but we didn't want to fit in too much. Yeah, and she's made her own additions. Kind of, sort of in a Sarah kind of way, really. Yeah. I liked it. And it looks warm with the puffy sleeves, so... I vastly prefer the shorter coat though, that would really show off more. If only she was wearing shorts. If I could have just had it with shorts as well. This would have been the perfect progression up. While still stubbornly clinging to what she knew. That would have been perfect. But we can't have everything, and this is good as it is. Well, all that's left now is to go back into the hinterlands. So we'll be doing that next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.